you. 谢谢。
20分钟哦。你也是要往那个方向去，看到大有街、大有街跟大智街那边有。好，谢谢。
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. Now the morning is the afternoon. We lay awake in bed. The laughs so loud as the hours pass. We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be.
Okay. Check on number 2, okay?
Okay.
好，那个纸给我，菜单跟饼干们当然还有。
谢谢。
Spoon and chopstick.
Okay. Thank you. 谢，谢谢。包吗？谢谢。Dạ, phải kìa. Ni hao.
就一个人2包的。
Can I have one each?
要隔天我都没吃。
我咧想讲，阮兜有咧阮厝诶。
이것도 아또 그래 후다츠.谢谢。